Okay. Listen up, everybody. I have some news.
All I can do right now is put on a brave face and go out there and be their leader.
It's over. We are screwed.
Yo, what's up, guys? Thank you for tuning in. I'm normally pretty happy. I try to do these videos. And by the way, if you're watching this channel it's a personal hobby. It's my tool to vent. It's my tool to focus, and a product that I hope that at some point, if you were watching this video, you can enjoy it, you can appreciate it, and you can see kind of like a Lakers fan perspective of how we view games, trades, everything. Just have fun with it. But today, with that, this is after the Miami game. I had the opportunity on playback to watch that game, and I will tell you, I never felt that much anger watching that game. I've never watched a game where effort was one of the main causes of that game. I don't understand how the Lakers can actually perform to that degree. Like I doubt again, just to date myself, I'm almost 40 years old, and I never seen a layup line that looked like a practice layup line. Like that looked like just shoot around for the Miami Heat. And I wouldn't be tripping if this was just one loss, but Denver, let's go back. Cleveland, Denver, Orlando. I am astonished and I am frustrated with this team. And just to give a little bit just nuance, it's not that I like, as fans, as Laker fans and maybe other NBA fans, you can appreciate when you have a 2-star model, or you have a 3-star model, or you have that opportunity, that window where it's like, hey, we can win a championship. And as soon as LeBron James entered the chat, basically in 2018, and said, I believe in the Lakers, we have a plan, let's get a championship. And they did. 2020, they got AD, the team won in the bubble, great. 2021, unfortunate circumstances. But then every single move after the fact, like if we dissect this and we go back to this, and I know this is after the game and maybe I'm a little too hot about it, but it's plain as day. The real issue is Rob Pelinka. The real issue is that front office. And I don't blame certain NBA players for not trying, or JJ Redick for his schemes. At some point, there's a product on the floor. And you can say it in corporate America, you can say it in however you want to say it, but it's a product that you have to hold accountable. Like, for instance, if you decide to make certain moves, there's an expectation. And I can kind of summarize Pelinka's whole moves and his Laker tenure. He basically imploded the championship team. He went and traded a first and got Dennis Schroeder, who basically left for nothing. And you gave up draft capitals at that point. Great. You gave up draft capitals to get off McGee. Great. You gave up draft capitals to get Westbrook, gave up KCP, gave up Alex Caruso. You didn't want to pay him because you decided, hey, THT is the guy. And you traded THT for Patrick Beverly, which then turned into Mo Bamba, who then you let go the next summer. Like, if we go through the chain of events, even the Westbrook trade, you made that trade, you gave the Lakers an opportunity. We were all ecstatic as fans. I was ecstatic as a fan. And we made that run. We had the impulse and the youth, and we had the energy to compete. And we went as far as the Western Conference Finals with LeBron and a bum leg. And hey, we were there, but we got swept. And as soon as we got swept, we decided we need Gabe Vincent. We need Taurean Prince. We need Christian Wood. We need Jackson Hayes. It's like, oh, okay. What about Cam Reddish? We need Cam Reddish. It's like, oh, okay, cool. But you let Beasley and all those expirings walk, you hard cap yourself, and you decided in the trade deadline to not do anything. So now comes the present problem. You go through the entire offseason, you make absolutely no trades. You make absolutely no roster adjustments. You knew that Vando was that injured, that he requires surgery. You knew that it may take time for him. Yet the Lakers front office, the Lakers, their entirety, they decided, hey, we're going to roll with the guys that we want because of the yippee hooray, what? Continuity. Ring a bell? Continuity. And here's my problem with all this situation. Rui Hachimura, he's not a bad NBA player, but he doesn't look like a starter level player. D'Lo, he's an amazing regular season player. He's an amazing on-ball player that requires usage, he needs the ball. But what are we doing? He has probably his worst start in the Lakers uniform for us at the start of the season. Shooting back the ball, it's like worse splits. Then Austin is not being as effective as we need him to be. Bit too inconsistent. AD took a step back and said, hey, I'm not going to play defense, it seems, because they're just switching. So AD's on the perimeter. And all in the fact that, hey, Christian Wood is injured. We don't have him. Jackson Hayes is injured. We don't have him. So the backup is Christian Coloco, who had blood clots. And by the way, I appreciate him that he is back in the NBA. And I don't want to really slander him or anything, but he's just not ready. He needs probably a year or so to get back to NBA, to be an NBA caliber player. And when I look at this team, I look at Gabe performance, like he's a zero. And only recently has he shown some sort of I don't know, some sort of offense. And Max Christie, we wanted him to take a leap in his third year. He's still not ready. So if you look at the Lakers roster, if you look at it in its entirety, you have how many NBA quality players available for LeBron and AD to use? And I had to go back with the whole Rob Pelinka thing because it's Rob Pelinka's fault. It's the front office's fault. From multiple facets of how you evaluate talent to how you, and not only evaluate talent, like how do you even construct a team? Like, here's my point. The biggest issue that they made after Westbrook was basically say that Western Conference Finals team was a good team. And it was. Dennis Schroeder made sense. Vando made sense in that team for certain matchups. Rui had a breakout season with us. Austin Reeves was all the talk of the world. But how did they improve that team? They didn't. They decided, hey, we're going to draft who? Jalen Hood-Schifino. and there goes another guard. Who makes those decisions? Who constructs this team? Again, Twitter, Blue Sky, journalists, ESPN, people that do videos, they're gonna blame LeBron's getting old, AD's washed, etc., etc. But hey, there's a fine line. Who do you have next to your two stars? Matters tremendously. And right now, I don't think any of those players are ready to, like, this team looks like a bottom feeding team right now. They are basically 2-6 in their last 8. They are running on fumes. LeBron and AD can't really take a break because who's going to sub in? This team is screaming for a trade, yet Rob Pelinka, or from the David Menovin article that just dropped a couple of days ago, would say we have to wait for Jared Vanderbilt to evaluate this team. Do you understand the frustration that is as a fan to watch this? And then not only that, it's fine that the team is struggling. It's fine that the team is because, again, it happens. Injuries happen. Situations like this happen. It's not something that you can control. I get it. But what can you control? You have picks. What can you control? Can you make a trade, a minor trade? Can you move around the margin? Can you get some sort of help for AD? Can you get some sort of help for LeBron? Can you draft a player that's going to impact this team in a positive manner? Because Dalton Knecht has been amazing, but he's a rookie. There's limitations to his game, and he's getting exploited on a defensive end. So it's like, we have a shooter that's, again, great spacer, great, but he's a rookie. He's gonna have his faults. And it's like, JHS, where is he? He's not an NBA player. He can barely stay healthy, and even if he can stay healthy, this is the situation that we're in right now. They basically denied his team option, so now he's expiring. So now you have all these contracts, and I want to do a video, by the way, that basically says, hey, these are all the trades that the Lakers can make, and I cannot name you one single trade that I would say no to. Just saying, there's a whole bunch of trades out there. The trade market is booming right now. It's almost going to be December 15th. There's players out there that you could make a trade for. Minor trades. Like, you can trade for X player that is unknown, but because you decided, hey, he has a talent, he has a quality that this team needs. This team needs a big bruising center. Well, other than Jonas Valanciunas, where can I find that? This team needs a 3-and-D level player. Where can I find that? This team needs an athletic guard. Where can I find that? This team needs a defensive guard that can play both sides of the court. Where can I find that? And I don't think Rob Pelinka knows where the fuck to look, if I'm being honest. Like, I am. This game was frustrating because there was no effort. There was no effort on the court. And I don't know if AD has gave up on the Lakers. I don't know if AD is injured. I don't know if LeBron doesn't give a fuck. I don't know if anybody gives a fuck. Because nobody looks like they give a fuck. And it's frustrating. It's been a minute since I've been this frustrated with the Lakers. I don't know what you feel. I don't know what trades are out there that fixes exactly all of the issues that the Lakers are present by. Brandon Ingram is available. Does he fix like the defensive issues? No. But again, there's a talent gap. Like, look at D'Lo and AR. Those are your two, let's say, starting guards, or guards, who can they beat? Who can Rui beat? Like, if just pair those players and tell me who can they beat. Look, I think I've vented for a while now. I'm just gonna say this. I think the Lakers are. I think the Lakers are screwed. They look screwed. They look gassed. They look like a bottom feeding team. And most of it does not have to do with LeBron and AD. Most of it has to do with other aspects. But AD looked like shit. LeBron has looked like shit. Like they honestly look like this is it. Like they look like this is like I'm done. AD looked like he wasn't interested in the matchup. Like, to a certain point, I kind of get now why Darvin Ham did what he did. Like, Lakers scapegoated him tremendously. And their answer was basically JJ Redick, a first-time head coach. Which, to be honest, is not bad. He's shown a lot of good for this team. They run a lot of action. They run a lot of good stuff. But at the same time, defensively, they don't have the personnel. If you have AD in the perimeter, who's going to be your secondary third defender? Like, are they going to, like, it's literally a layup line. Like, I don't get it. And I'll be honest, I am not the most X's and O's guys out there. I really try because I want to learn about this. But I'm just frustrated because the data shows this team for the past 8 games or so, like, they're bottom 3 in basically a bunch of categories. And it starts with effort. It starts with pure effort. And they don't care. They just do not care. And that's frustrating. I'm sad because of that, because Rob Pelinka in the front office wasted AD on the. They've underperformed to a degree that is astonishing. Championships are extremely hard to win. It's rare, very rare to see a championship team completely exploded in the span of 2 years. Look at Denver. They lost KCP, they lost Bruce Brown, but those are 2 players. Who's from the 2020 roster that we have now? LeBron and AD. That's it. Everybody else, they're gone. And the team that the Lakers have tried to build around LeBron and AD just does not make sense. They went on the ISD run. They were at their most healthy that time. And then they went on a 3-11 run. And everything was pointed at Darvin Ham. He lost the locker room. Darvin Ham put that nasty lineup of basically all forwards. I get it. He was bad. But what's the excuse now? It's the roster. It's always been the roster. It's been the roster construction. You can only laugh right now because I can only laugh right now because it's just ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. So yeah, Lakers face Atlanta next. It's gonna be rough. If they do win, that'll be a miracle. But as of now, I do believe they're not gonna win the game. Not like this. This is not okay. Like, this is if LeBron is gonna retire and gonna retire like this at some point, it's gonna be sad. It's not gonna be good. This is not a championship level team. No matter if, and the cojones for David Meneman or whoever to write Lakers cannot evaluate the roster without Vanderbilt is insanity. And I'm still mad about that. He's a $10 million player. You don't build a defense around one single player like that. That's just the reality. So, yeah, this is rough. I hope they figure it out. It's almost gonna be 2025. Hopefully the Lakers can figure it out because the schedule is gonna get rough. So anyway, appreciate you guys, but let's end it with this. Rob Pelinka needs to get fired. And maybe not fired, but just it's on you, buddy. It's on you. You have this. You made this roster. Jeannie Buss, you made this roster. The front office, you created this roster. You created this mess. So again, and I can look at Memphis, look at other front offices, how they develop. How is it that Memphis can operate with Ja only having 28 minutes or less and still win games? How can they win games? How did SBJ and J Huff turn out to be such great pieces for them? And we had them. How does GP2, we had him, he turns amazing for Golden State? How does that work? I'm curious, because Lakers have an eye for talent, but for some reason that's it. They only have an eye. They only have an eye. They can spot great talent, but can't use it. And people are gonna blame LeBron and AD for it, but how can you blame LeBron and AD for it? You identified Brandon Ingram. You identified Lonzo Ball. You identified talent out there. You identified Kuzma. You identified a whole host of prospects, even undrafted players. You identified Austin Reeves. You identified Alex Caruso. SPJ, you signed him to a two-way for a reason. So what's going on? Development was the key in the offseason. The key word being thrown over and over again. Development. Last time I checked, development requires a lot of time. And I don't think this window has that time. So, sucks to suck. This is rough. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Gonna end it here. I vented enough, but sorry for the whole this was basically me just ranting and jabbing, but appreciate you guys. Hope the Lakers win. If you like this and you want more content, join us on Playback. We do this more often. You can interact with me. If you have questions, if you want to just basically rant like I do, you can join us on Playback, PGM Fan Cave. It's a great website. We can watch games and just talk about the Lakers and other teams and just see how they figure shit out. But appreciate you guys. Take care and good night and stay safe. Later.